3-point contest. All-Star Saturday night. This is gonna happen right after Skills Challenge. Let's look at some of the competitors. We got Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Kevin Huerter, Damian Lillard, Laurie Markkinen, Julius Randle, Jason Tatum. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all know this. Y'all know how this round goes. It's the same thing. You got those Mountain Dew zone spots. You got the one rack with the 5, whatever point balls it is. I forgot. you know. That's one rack for the money balls. Yeah, for sure. And they can choose which spot they want it at. So another classic.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you right now. Julius Randle. I'll be surprised. Sometimes a big does show out. Cat did win the 3-point shot challenge.
Cat had a point to prove. He said he was the best big.
He did. So I was surprised a big man did it. But the guards, come on, this is y'all thing. You're a shooting guard. Shooting is in your position name. So I'm gonna bank on one of these guards to win. I don't know. It's gonna be dope.
It's
out of this list.
There are some Blazers in this list, man. I can't even.
It's like, man, and it could be like an underrated player just winning everything. Like, all right, if there was an underrated player that I think can win it all, I would bank it on Kevin Huerter.
Okay.
If I had to pick an underrated player,
Red Velvet,
relatively unknown. Or it could be potentially Tyrese because after all these years without being an all-star, take his vengeance out in 3-point contest. But I feel like he'll show out in the actual all-star game though. So forget about that. If I had to pick an underrated player, I would go with Kevin Huerter. If I think this would be a superstar player that I think will win, I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum. So those are my two options. Jason Tatum is my superstar pick to win it all. Kevin Huerter to be my underdog kind of pick. Don't be surprised if Kevin Huerter's in there in the last round. So,
man, Kevin Huerter's a great shooter, as well as Jason Tatum. Obviously, we know he can put the ball in the basket at a tremendously high level.
Right.
But my thing about this is that it's standstill shooting, and when I look at Tatum, obviously he can catch and shoot. Obviously, he can shoot it from any spot on the floor, but it's just standing shooting, just constant that repetition, no dribble setup, just shooting. And while he can obviously do it at a high level off the dribble, I think it's a little bit different when it comes to just pulling it off the rack and pulling it up. So that's my only thing about Tatum. Obviously, he's gonna make some shots. He's gonna do great. But in this type of contest, those guys that just shoot the ball, they specialize in just that, have the better benefit. Plus, they probably shoot 300 shots a night in warm-ups. So I like Kevin Huerter. That's a good pick. But for me, if I have to pick anybody, I got to stick with Miami. I got to go Tyler Hero. Tyler is I'll admit he can be a little streaky at times, but Tyler also loves that big stage. He's gonna love being in front of a crowd, being in front of all the fans, having all the attention, all the spotlight, and I think he's gonna take advantage. He's gonna give us a good show shooting wise because he can put the ball in the basket as well in multiple ways. So I gotta rock with my guy Tyler. But if I had to pick a dark horse, or if I had to pick a runner-up, or a person I think who could give him a real run for sure, I'm going Buddy Hield. Okay. Buddy Hield has just a clip on him that is different. He's a specialist in every bit of the definition. He also just set the Pacers record for individual three-pointers made in the season. He's already over 200 threes for the season. So
he did win before in 2020. So
Buddy is a shooter. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it go down to those two for sure.
Yeah,
I like it. I feel like the 3-point contest, especially in recent years, has just become such a fun aspect of All-Star Weekend. Like
it's almost the main event of the Saturday. You know,
yeah.
with how the dunk contest has been recently, it's like
Yeah.
3-point competition has been some of the most exciting. Yeah. Even the skills challenge to a certain degree, it was like really entertaining last year too. I think that kind of came down to the wire.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put a dark horse. So yeah, Kevin Hurt would be like kind of dark horse. That's a good term for it. Dark horse candidate to win. No, for me, and Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Win it all. So let's see.
Comment your picks. Who you got? Let us know.
Let us know who you got.
I got it.
Who you agree with?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Man, especially just like I think shooting contests are just so big because of all of the shooters and just how the league is now, especially. So everybody and anybody can shoot it, can get hot, and they can be just super fun to see a dude drop in 10 in a row. You know what I mean? Like Steph, Clay, past, you know, these guys are going to be lighting it up.